There we go. Okay. Still nobody in the pattern. Chester traffic, Dakota 6 Papa Romeo, taking off runway 35, departing the area to the north, Chester. So we take the full use of the runway. Brakes are good. Turn around, and we'll take off. Alright. Airspeed's alive. Both engine instruments are in the green. Rotate the nose here. And we take off. Yeah. Turn the squelch down on this. There we go. That's much better. How you doing back there? Didn't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, sweet. All right. I don't think this guy's connected to the Wi-Fi in there. The Wi-Fi to send. Now it is. So take the trim down a little bit. Now it's connected. That's great. And they're probably gonna have us land, kind of bang a UE sort of when we get up there. We'll go like 3,000 feet. Chester traffic, Dakota 6 Papa Romeo. Clear the airport, departing the area to the north, last radio contact, Chester. Go to the approach frequency. We'll plug in the tower frequency. 120.3. And then we'll probably hear some people on approach at some point. How you doing over there? Good. Turn a little bit to the right, because there's Brainerd Airport is up here, and rather than have to radio through their airspace, we're just going to go around it. Because they're going to route us probably to the right anyway. Come on, squelch. There we go, much better. There's an airport right on the other side, right behind the wing there. That's Haddam Airport. Good speed airport, right south of the bridge. Tiny little airport. There's 3,000 feet. We'll hang out here. We'll lean the engine just a smidge to make it a little happier with its air-fuel mixture. Yeah, she's happy. You good? All right. So they like you to radio them when you're 20 miles out. So we're on their approach frequency now. A little chilly up here, but the heat's going on the feet. Oh, this is this one. There we go. Better.
What did you just press?
I pulled out the thing that stops cold air from flowing into the plane because it was getting chilly. Probably 700 feet below us over there. There he is. The light.
What river is this?
This is the Connecticut.
Makes sense. That's where we are.
It does. It definitely makes sense. Middletown's over there. You can kind of see the bridge through the dusk over there. Still see that guy. Yeah, he's well off to our right. That's good. He shows up on my little GPS map. also have autopilot. So I can just point where I want on my little thingy there, and then it just flies me toward that little dot on my thing here, although I do have to adjust it a little bit. Sweet. We're only 11 minutes from Bradley. And we're only 6 miles away from radio then. This is Lake Pockettypog in East Hampton, which is, I used to live, like we're going to fly directly over my old house. Joe was probably there a couple of times.
I remember that.
There's actually, it's hard to see, you can't really see it that easy, but there's a little grass strip over here somewhere. Actually, I think it's a little notch in the trees over there. It's a little grass runway that opens up in the spring. Turn a little to the left.
I was thinking about Hammonasset Park earlier.
Oh yeah, that's like super easy to see from the sky because it juts out into Long Island Sound. Get their weather over here.
Broken. Temperature 4. Dew point -5. Altimeter 3014.
Same altitude.
Runways 24 and 33 in use. Expect ILS approach. Notice to air missions. Read back, hold short. Instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo. Bradley International Airport 8 is information echo. 225 Zulu. Wind 310 at 6. Visibility 10.
So hopefully they do give us that runway that we wanted before. I think they will, because it's the direction we're coming. So the one that lets us taxi right by the terminals. So here's us right here, and then this Bradley. 3-3 is the one that kind of lets you taxi back by the terminals. A lot of guys are landing 2-4. It's a longer runway, but we do not need all 10,000 feet that they've got.
At 8:30, descend, maintain 3,000.
That's some other pilot.
At 8:30, verify with information Sierra, and you can expect the visual approach runway 29.
So they're talking about, this is the approach frequency. It's not limited to Bradley. So they're controlling landings for other airports in the area too.
November 24, Lima Foxtrot, change to my other frequency 119.0. Thank you. November 11682, no traffic between you and the Meriden Airport. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
About to chat with them.
Squawk VFR, switching over to CTAF. Have a good night, 11682.
Take care.
Yankee approach, Dakota 236 Papa Romeo is 10 miles to the southeast of Brainerd Airport with information echo for full stop landing at Bradley Airport.
Dakota 236 Papa Romeo, Bradley approach, squawk 5226.
5226, 6 Papa Romeo. 5226. Now they're going to say radar contact in a second.
Cherry 10, Boston approach 124.4. Dakota 236 Papa Romeo, radar contact 3 east of the Hartford VOR, Bradley altimeter 3014. Verify your altitude and advise of echo at Bradley.
We are at 3,000 feet and we have information echo at Bradley, 6 Papa Romeo.
Papa Romeo, roger, make straight in, runway 33 at Bradley.
Alright, make straight in, runway 33 at Bradley, 6 Papa Romeo.
November 43225.
That is exactly what we want.
Approach 132.82.
So this is just kind of the general Hartford area over here.
Pitch at 830, turn right heading 070, back to the final.
And this should be Bradley. That light over there. That's kind of in the middle of nowhere, the brightness.
Oh, yeah. Like, at like 10
o'clock, yeah. Could be. All the lights kind of look the same at night. Good landing lights on. That might not be actually Bradley. That might be just like Windsor Locks itself. When we go back to Chester, you'll see Chester is like incredibly easy to find because there's a beacon at every airport that blinks green and white, and it's like incredibly bright. Like I can see it from the Massachusetts border when I'm flying. It's a Wheeling like LED because they own the airport.
Go Sheldon.
Yes. I wish he didn't lose Wheeling.
Every race.
At 830V Worcester Airport at your 11 o'clock in about 2 miles.
Is that a plane that's coming in?
It's going to Worcester.
At 830 Roger, clear visual approach runway 29.
Working a few different approaches to different airports. They're going to switch us over to Bradley Tower in a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's like such a pain in the ass to see everything. Almost lined up with it.
Bradley approach, Sirius 909er Sierra Lima at 9,000.
Sirius 99 Sierra Lima Bradley approach, Bradley altimeter 3014.
9 Sierra Lima.
Oh, it's beyond these lights.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty well lined up now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's the ones to the right. So that's the terminal, actually, those lights.
November 766 Mike Alpha, contact Boston approach 124.4. Bradley approach, Skyhawk 9, November 977 Tango Hotel with you at 5,500. Skyhawk 977 Tango Hotel, Bradley approach, Bradley altimeter 3014. 3014, Tango Hotel.
Come on, let me switch towers.
Dakota 6 Papa Romeo, contact Bradley Tower 120.3.
120.3, 6 Papa Romeo, thank you. Bradley Tower, Dakota 236 Papa Romeo is on frequency for a full stop and taxi back landing.
November 236 Papa Romeo, Bradley Tower, runway 33, clear to land.
Runway 33, clear to land, 6 Papa Romeo. Alright, see the runway? So you see those bright red and white lights? Kinda. It's just to the left of those lights is the runway.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll start our descent. A little high, so we'll start descending a little more. Springfield up there. Hartford down here. Cooking, almost 150 knots. That's pretty good for us in this plane. So we're going to roll up to about 100 and then start pulling the flaps. Do a little carb heat just to clear out any potential carb icing, which there shouldn't be, but I like to just make sure. Alright. Look at that beautiful runway.
Beautiful runway.
It's huge.
It's
the
huge.
other one's even huger. This is like 3 times what I need.
If runway is like you've never seen before.
Southwest 4114 for the ground push package 0 discretion. Expect runway 33. Echoes current.
All right, let's get down to our 100 knots.
Affirmative, expect 24.
Down to 110. Pull back, bleed a little more airspeed. That's our 100 knots. We'll go 1 notch of flaps. Land at 73 knots once we get there. Boy, it's really, really smooth and not breezy. It's nice. Go 2 notches of flaps. More trim. Full flaps. Right about 79 knots. We go down to 73 when we land. Now we can start dropping her down to 73. So the wind's slightly from the left. So if I don't use any rudder, see how the nose is pointed slightly to the left, as even though we're going toward the runway? It's because the wind's blowing us slightly that way. So you use a little bit of rudder, and then you keep yourself aligned leaning slightly to the left. And then as you get lower, it usually kind of smooths out a little. It usually kind of lowers how much wind there is, typically speaking. But this is about as smooth of a breeze as you'll get. It's nice. Aim for those numbers. There's 3-3 down there. And we'll just flutter her on down the runway till she lands. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be smooth. Flaps down.
November 6 Papa Romeo, do you want to make a right there on Tango 2?
Just missed Tango 2. What's the next one there?
Roger, go ahead and make a right onto Echo, followed by a right onto Tango, and stand by. I'll reach back out to you for your request.
All right on Echo, right on Tango, 6 Papa Romeo.
Frontier Flight 2653, runway 33, taxi via Sierra. Okay, Roger, thank you. Upjet 306, Bradley Tower, wind 290 at 5. 25, turn left, heading 220, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, cleared for takeoff, and left 220, up jet 306.
The terminal's the other side.
Southwest 4114, runway 24, taxi via Sierra Echo, hold short of runway 33.
Darn, I thought they were going to be taxiing us southwest in front of us. But there's all the big boys.
And November 6 Papa Romeo, what was your request on departure?
We're going to be a southbound departure, 6 Papa Romeo.
Roger, negative flight following?
Negative flight following, thank you.
Roger, what's your on-course heading?
On-course heading, we will go with, standby, 6 Papa Romeo. 160 would be great for 6 Papa Romeo.
November 6 Papa Romeo, Roger, on departure maintain VFR out of load 2000. Departure with the tower, maintain presence squawk.
Maintain presence squawk, departure with the tower, and was that 1,500 or lower, 6 Papa Romeo?
Out of load 2000 for November 6 Papa Romeo.
Out of below 2,000, thank you, 6 Papa Romeo.
Jet 306, contact departure, good day.
Departure of jet 306.
Southwest 4114, cross runway 33 at Echo, continue Echo Charlie.
Southwest plane behind
November
us.
236 Papa Romeo, Bradley Tower, wind 290 at 5, information Echo is current. Just advise when ready for departure, hold short of runway 33.
Hold short runway 33 and we'll advise when ready for departure, 6 Papa Romeo. And I believe this is our hold short line. No, it is not. That is not a hold short line.
JetBlue 1475, Bradley ground pushback is your discretion. Say runway request. Expect runway 33, information Echo current.
Bradley Tower, 6 Papa Romeo, holding short runway 33, ready for departure.
November 236 Papa Romeo, Bradley Tower, turn left on course, runway 33, clear for takeoff, wind 290 up 5.
All right, turn left on course, runway 33, clear for takeoff, 6 Papa Romeo. All right, let's take off. At or below 2,000 feet, she said. All right. Airspeed's alive. Instruments are both in the green.
Thunder flight 2653, runway 33, taxi via Sierra.
There we go. Flying at about 74. And at or below 2,000, I must stay. I fly like right over the terminal. Look at that. You do love to see it.
Southwest 4114, Bradley Tower, fly runway heading runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 24, Southwest 4114.
Bye, Bradley.
Stay 6 again.
I'll stay below this 2000.
Stay 4 proceeders, request to hold short of all runways.
How's it going, Joe?
All right, Captain.
All right. Actually, a little toasty in here.
Southwest 4114, contact departure.
Switch departure, Southwest 4114.
November 6, Papa Romeo, radar services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Thank you. 6 Papa Romeo. Oh, good. We are below the shelf over here.
Frontier Flight 2653, Bradley, Tower, turn left heading 220, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
I'm free to do whatever I want.
All right, runway 33,
I
clear
don't have
for
to listen to
takeoff,
anybody.
heading 220, Frontier Flight.
I do have to avoid their airspace, though. So this inner ring goes to the ground. This outer ring is only above 2,100 feet and below 4,200 feet. So I'm not in their airspace, even though I'm inside this ring, because I'm below it. It's like an upside down wedding cake. And then this over here, this green one is Brainerd, so I'm trying to avoid it by going around them, so I don't even. You can actually see the runway over there. But trying to avoid their airspace, so I just don't even have to talk to them. And then we will go to 11832 for Bradley, or for Chester Air Weather, and then 12272 for Chester's just pilot frequency. So I don't have to actually, there's no tower at Chester, so you just radio the other pilots.
Chester 1475, runway 33, taxi via Sierra.
And then you'll be able to see the Chester light pretty darn quick once I'm actually pointed at it. I'm still pointed at the little point of this airspace. There we go. So this is Manchester over here. Different guy.
Vegas.
Manch Vegas.
Wrong Manchester.
Yep. So yeah, we should get, what time is it? Yeah, it'll be a night landing at Chester. I can be able to log that as a night landing, which is nice.
Frontier Flight 2653, contact departure.
And go to departure, Frontier 2653, so long now.
And now we are outside of Bradley's airspace entirely, so we can start climbing a little bit. For safety, get a little more altitude. And then if Chester's still calm, we'll land, we'll just go straight into Chester. Probably not. I think we'll leave with the little 180. Oh yeah, that's pretty sure that's Chester.
Driver 1475, Bradley Tower, turn left heading 220. Runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Now we're gonna go Chester's frequency now. I love flying at night. It's just so much smoother. It's very quiet. There's not nearly as many people flying. But anybody that is flying, you can see so much easier than you can in the daytime, which is nice.
I just flew all the way, and boy are my arms tired.
Ah, you flew all the way to Bradley Airport, and your arms are proper exhausted. I'm just gonna move this because it's bright.
My arms are actually tired from beating you
From beating me in darts?
twice.
I didn't even hear the end of that, and I knew that's what you said.
Yeah, twice.
Excellent.
2 different games.
I love it.
Styles.
That's fantastic. I can see the light. So white, so it's the furthest thing you can see just about at 12 o'clock. It goes white, green, white, green. Closer to 11 o'clock than 12 o'clock. White, green. Only thing blinking out there. Let's see what their weather is.
Chester Airport, automated weather observation.
That was just a coincidence that it was starting, actually.
Zulu. Wind 200 at 4 knots. Visibility.
Well, we'll go straight in. That's great. So it's 200. So 17 is the preferred runway. So we will go just straight in. It's going to be as quick of a as quick an approach as possible.
Are you able to tell, like, right, like what kind of plane that is or whatever?
What's that?
To our right. Like,
Oh yeah. Well, I can tell what its tail number, or it's at least it's not its tail number, but it's if it's not a commercial flight, it's its tail number. If it's its commercial flight, it's its flight number. So that one, there's a couple out there, but the one that's up high is some kind of commercial thing. The one I think you see that's at our level, that's just a regular plane. 51890 is its tail number. So it's not anything exciting. The one up there is something bigger. There's a DHL. Actually, I don't think it's DHL. I think it's something else. But they're 26,000 feet, almost directly above us. See the blinking? Actually, that blinking is, yeah, bright blinking. Believe it or not, it's almost time to start descending. Plane about 8,000 feet above us, that's about to go directly overhead. But I don't see him. Guys, can you guys see Chester yet? What's that?
I could before.
just good eyesight.
Okay. So we're going to line right up and just go straight in. There's a Southwest Airlines plane 18,000 feet above it, over there somewhere. There's a plane over here. That's something that I don't recognize. FFT 2653, whatever that is. Probably some kind of a, I don't know, business jet or something. And we can actually start descending. 500 feet a minute. I'm still going this way because the runway's lined up that way, so I'm just lining up with it. And this is like as smooth as the air gets. Usually in the daytime you'll get a little bit of bumpiness, especially at like below 2,500 feet, you'll get a little bit of just little road bumps here and there. But like this is just as nice as it gets. Check the winds again.
2000. Temperature 3 Celsius. Dew point -15 Celsius. Altimeter 3013 inches of mercury.
Altimeter's slightly lower.
Chester Airport, automated weather observation 23460. Wind calm. Visibility.
Wind calm, that's nice. Almost 10 miles out, so we'll radio here in a second. Nobody's around the airport, so normally you enter like a standard pattern. In the daytime I always will. At night I pretty much never will unless there's somebody around. It's just there's no need, there's nobody around. Chester traffic, Dakota, 6 Papa Romeo, 10 miles to the north, going straight in, runway 17, Chester. Getting straight in at a big airport is always exciting. They usually will kind of route you around some things, but there was nothing around us around, so. Here's the Connecticut River again. Chester's it's always just the brightest thing in the middle of nowhere. So many airports are impossible to find, and this one is just, there it is. It's the only thing. I swear they added lights. Those blinking ones, I do not remember them having. Those blinking white ones, I don't think I've ever seen those. But I also could just be making that up. But I don't think so. I don't think they've had those before. At least since the last time I did a night landing. I don't know. And now we're just about lined up. Got landing lights on still, we kept them on. Make our 5-mile call here in a second.
I see the light.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a little harder for me to see from back here.
Yeah, especially over this.
Yeah.
That's what makes it pretty tough. Chester traffic, Dakota 6 Papa Romeo is on a 5-mile final, runway 17, Chester. Start pulling back so we can get our flaps out below 100 knots. Down about 125. Chester traffic, Dakota 6 Papa Romeo, 3-mile final, runway 17, Chester. Pull it way back. 1,400 feet. This is actually the altitude we fly in the traffic pattern right here. If we were going to the traffic pattern. Do a little carb heat. Back. Just about down to 100 knots. There we go. So go 1 notch of flaps. Go 2nd notch of flaps. Adjust the trim accordingly. Going about 90 knots. Oh, flaps. Trim is actually pretty nice. And I will slow it down to about 74 knots. Or 73 knots is what it usually is what it is actually. A little bit of a crosswind to the right. Chester traffic, go to 6 Papa Romeo, short final, runway 17, Chester. We're right at our airspeed number, which is beautiful. Good beauty. Right on that number. The nose pointed, it's that crosswind that's having a speed tilty. But then as we approach, it tends to be a lot happier. There we go. Pull that throttle. And then just let her settle down. Yeah. There. Flaps down. Hit the brakes. And that's that. No, you did it.
You did it.
Yeah, that's true. I did do it.
Sat here.
You sat here and you loved it.
We're up in the air.
Once we were up in the air?
Yeah, like, the thing is, mentally, I'm compartmentalizing stuff. It's like I already made the decision.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. Chester traffic, go to 6 Papa Romeo. It's clear of runway 17, Chester. Oh, I'm glad. So once you were up there, you were just kind of like...
It took a few minutes, but then my brain has this process it goes through out of my control. Like, what are the...
Yeah.
And I was like, well, literally nothing about this situation. And now I said yes, and now we're here, so...
Well, I'm glad. Did you at least enjoy it a little bit beyond just tolerating it?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Hey, I'm glad. I'm really glad. All right, let's turn off the radios.
I enjoyed the radio.
Isn't that fun? That's one of my favorite things. That's why I like going up to the bigger airports.
Yeah. Because you don't get the tower.